Why do biomedical engineers need to know about human anatomy? Let's figure that out in this video. Biomedical engineers are involved in designing and developing new technologies that can be used in the medical field. These technologies can range from small devices like pacemakers and artificial joints to large, complex systems, like imaging equipment and prosthetics. Biomedical engineers work in a variety of settings, including hospitals, universities, and private companies. They often work in teams of other engineers, doctors, and scientists to develop innovative solutions to medical problems. So why is it important for biomedical engineers to know about human anatomy? Well, it's pretty obvious, right? You couldn't design a pacemaker without knowing where in the body it's going to be implanted or develop an artificial joint. If you do understand how the bones and muscles are supposed to work together, but there's more to it than that. When biomedical engineers are designing a new device or technology, they need to consider how it will interact with the body. This includes understanding the biomechanics of movement, the electrical activity of the heart and muscles, and the way that the body responds to implants and prosthetics. By understanding anatomy, biomedical engineers can design devices that are more effective, safer, and easier to use. For example, let's say you're a biomedical engineer working to develop a new prosthetic limb. To design a prosthetic that looks and moves like a real arm, you need to know the anatomy of the human arm. You need to understand the function of each bone and muscle and how they all work together to allow us to move our arms and hands. You also need to know how the nerves in the arm work and how they send signals to the brain. With this knowledge, you can design a prosthetic arm that moves just like a real arm, and that can be controlled by the user's thoughts. Another example is in the development of new surgical techniques and devices. Surgeons are constantly looking for new ways to improve their techniques and reduce the invasiveness of surgery. Biomedical engineers can help by developing new instruments and devices that allow surgeons to operate through smaller incisions or with less trauma to the surrounding tissue. To do this, they need to have a deep understanding of human anatomy so that they can develop devices that are both effective and safe. In addition to their technical skills, biomedical engineers also need to have excellent communication and teamwork skills. They often work in interdisciplinary teams with people from different backgrounds, and it's important that they are able to communicate effectively with everyone that's involved in the development process. So there you have it. Biomedical engineers need to know about human anatomy in order to design and develop new technologies that can be used in the medical field. From prosthetics to surgical techniques, the applications are endless. If you want to learn more about human anatomy, check out the resources provided below. Thanks for watching.